Welcome to part 2 of making our junk journal. We're going to continue on with making our journal, and right now I'm just measuring the width of the spine because I want to get 3 signatures put in there, and I just want to kind of get an idea of how far apart I want to punch my holes to attach the signatures. So I'm just measuring it from top to bottom and side to side, and I'm going to add a signature here just to see where it lays nicely. I'm just going to eyeball it because, well, you know, measuring is taboo. If it looks good, that's all that matters. And I'm going to have a little space in between each signature because I'm going to be adding to the book some pockets and stuff. All right, so I'm just using a crayon marker here to add evenly throughout. Whatever your length is, just kind of divide it by 3, leaving a small gutter at the top and the bottom, and then put your dots equidistant apart using your little crayon pencil. And like I said, I'm just eyeballing it here. Not too hard. I don't want to make it too complicated. I'm far too lazy for that. So, measure. I'm just sort of using the ruler more for straightness because I want them to lay straight against the edges of the book. And I was lining the ruler up with the gutter of the book. Let's see here. I'm going to try to punch in this. The spine is not quite as strong as I want it to be. Let's see. What's the best way to do this? Can't see my mark. Okay, we're going to work on that. I got the mark now. It's all good. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't such a good idea. I'm going to look for a hammer. Hold on. Hammer. Somewhere. There's a hammer. I know it. It's in here, drawer. Ah! Hammer. Let's see if this works better. I bet it does. Now, ta-da! Pound, pound. Much easier. I'll go back in that top one just to kind of smooth it up. Pounding, pounding. Yes, see the little holes there come through the back side? Very nice, very nice. Okay, here we go again, ready to pound. Pound, 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 pound. Sorry. I have an aversion to loud noises, so don't worry, I don't like it either. Me and thunder and lightning, we're not friends. That sort of thing. Don't slam my doors. None of them. More pounding. Pound, pound, pound. Pound, pound. I'm really not pounding that hard. I'm just tapping it to get it to go through the cardboard. All right, more pounding. Pound, pound, pound. Pound, 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 pound. I should say tap. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. All right. Okay, so now we're going to put the rivets in. I've actually never done this with a book spine before. This is going to be fun. Let's see how this works. Okay, so let's flip it over because you want the rivets to show on the outside. I'm just going to use my awl here. Forgot to mention that this is called an awl. Oops. Okay, so grab your awl to make your holes with, people, or anything that's got a nice punching hole tool. I like my awl because it has the little metal thing on the butt end of it so I can tap it. Okay, wait, stuck my thing in there, and I'm going to just kind of use the awl to push it down in the rest of the way. And I have a setter tool here. It's nothing big. It's just a little cheapo one that I got. And then you turn it over, and on the flip side of this, I'm going to set the eyelet in with the die tool, whatever it's called, eyelet setter, pounding, tapping. I'm just tapping it, and what it does is it sort of flattens out the eyelet to the inside of the spine, so it's stuck in there. So I'm going to do this with all of them. Oh, I forgot I have different end pieces for this setter. I'll try this one, see if it's any different. I don't know. I don't see much difference with them. It's supposed to do something different, but see if I know any difference. I don't. Yeah, it looks absolutely no different. Okay, so just checking to see how it looks. All right, so we're going to keep doing this for the rest of the piece. So it's going to be a total of 9 eyelets. Here's another little cap. I'm going to see if I can see any difference. I don't see any difference. Maybe I'm wrong. Only one way to find out. Tap, tap, tap. Looks exactly the same. I don't know, maybe they just gave me 3 of the same ones. The ends do look a little different, but who knows. As long as it's secure, that's all I care about. Nobody's ever going to see this part of it. But there's my one little rivet. Isn't it cute? Oh my gosh. Let's put another one in. This is the hardest part. I like to use the awl. I'm going to open up the hole a little bit with my awl. Holding on to the eyelet is very, very difficult if you have finger fingers like me. But the awl really helps to just kind of push it in there. Dink, dink. And you just kind of feel it, and it goes in and it sets itself nicely. You know you're in good. There's a magical way to kind of using my end of my fingers to... What can I use here? What can I use? Oh, a knife. Okay, I'm holding the top of the eyelet down. Oh, that worked. That didn't work at all. Gracious gravy. Fine. There, that worked. Well, I had already gotten it started using the awl. Okay, so here we go. We're going to use our little setter tool. Don't care which one is on the end now because clearly they all are going to be the same. I'm just tapping it down to flatten it and secure it to the book. Doesn't look much different, but I know it's flattened it. All right. Let's see. Let's carry on, please. Okay, got 2 down. Check it out. What do you think? Isn't that cute? And you can tell my holes aren't 100% precisely even. Who cares? You cannot be a perfectionist and work with me. Okay, eyelet number 3. These are sort of a creamy white ivory colored eyelet. Just want to make sure my hole is clear and good. I do think I'm going to try this way again. It just pushes it in there real nicely with the awl. Okay. Now I think I have a better idea of how to do this. Now I'm going to use my knife and hold the top of it down. See, that worked. Haha. That'll teach you. Arguing with me. Okay, here we go tapping with our setter tool. Hammer. Oh, there. My desk is actually sort of cleaned off right now. A miracle. Just feeling to make sure it's flat. I don't know. Maybe a few more taps. Yeah, that works. Okay. Ta-ta-da! Aren't they sweet? You don't have to do the eyelets. I just thought it would be fun. I have them lying around for nothing, so I might as well do it, right? Getting another one. Putting it on the tip of the awl. It seems like we've done this before. It's okay. It's all good. If you're like me, it takes multiple times of watching something before I get it sunk in my head. See there? Oh, fine. At least I got the hole bigger now. Here you go. It helped get it off the awl though, using the knife did. All right, don't forget to set it. Here we go, tapping. Tap-a-rooney. Okay. This is actually fun. Even if the knife tool is causing me strife, making me look like a dork. I don't care. It actually works nicely. And once I pound it in there, or push it in, whichever, it's harder to get the awl to come out of the eyelet. I'm not making it up. See? That one worked. Followed the nice little rules. Okay. Now we're going to set it. Here comes a tap. Okay. I hope you're all doing good today. It's an ugly world out there right now, I know. But just stay safe. That's all you can do. Right? Next, look at that, we're 2/3 done. We're cruising right along here. For one who's not good with fractions, I did that one pretty well, I think. Should be pretty proud of me. 2 out of the 3. See, that meant 2/3. Oh, I'm a genius. Not really. Okay, here we go. Setting with our little awl. You'll remember this from the last time. We poke it in. Oh. Let's try pounding a little. That help? I didn't get my hole quite big enough when I first punched it. It's hard to get the awl out of the eyelet, people. Using my knife again. Yeah, see? Sometimes it works, sometimes it pops out. It's all good. Okay. You can see the difference though, how it's kind of poking up and the rest that I've set are flat and white. It's hard to tell on the screen, but let's go in a kind of a circular motion here to make sure we get it all set round and about. There we go. Just feeling to make sure it's kind of flush. Yep, feels flush enough to me. Good enough for government work. That's what my dad used to always say. We're almost done here with this eyelet part. I really think this is a fun part though. Did I already say that? I think I did. Okay, let's see if this one wants to work right. Obey. Knife tool, hold. Gently pull. No, yay. Okay then, fine, whatever. Got another one. See? We must work around the problem. Go around the leaf. That's from A Bug's Life. I love that movie. That's old. Okay. I'll have this mastered by the 9th one. Huh, maybe not. At least it gets it off the awl, right? Have I said that before too? Yes, I have. Well, when you do it 9 times, you're sure to get one right, right? We would hope. I think I forgot to punch down the whatchamahookie last time. Rivet. Is that what it's called, a rivet? I forgot. Eyelet. It's called an eyelet. So I'll punch them all at the same time. I'm being efficient now, you see. I've got this down to a fine science. And move it in kind of around. See how I'm, with my left hand there, I kind of moved it around. Sorry, more tapping. More tapping. Tappity tap, tap, tap. All right. Almost done tapping. One more. Okay. I think we're good. Let's move these out of the way now. We're done with them. I'm trying to be Miss Tidy Mouse here. That's a joke. Okay. Make sure you turn your book the right way up. These hearts make me nervous. In part 1, I shared with you that I used this papers, what I used for the end papers here, these hearts once before. What am I looking for? Hold on. Oh, piercer. Okay, we're going to pierce the papers now. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, I only used 2. Anyway, the part 1, I told you all that I had used these papers, and I made a photo album for a girlfriend for her photos for her wedding, and I put the hearts upside down. After I did the book, I put the book together, then when I put the pictures in, I put all the pictures in upside down. It was horrible. Anyway, okay, so now I'm just checking to make sure I have the right side up. Looking through my pages here. This is just a bunch of scraps that I've thrown in here together. And a lot of people do junk journals just to make pretty things. I usually like to write in mine. I use them as my actual journal. So I try to leave pages that are writable. But like I've got those one little sayings in there that are Dr. Seuss, and I'll probably just color those. That'll be fun. So I'm just kind of making sure I have everything the way I want it. Nope, that's upside down. Turn it over. Got to find the middle of my signatures. And see, I just used 2 punches, 2 holes when I bound the signatures. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to what do I want to say? How I was going to attach them to a spine when I made the signatures. So I made the signatures and set them aside, and now I'm frustrated because I didn't do 3 punches, but see, there's the center. Okay, and I tied it with the string, did a little knot in the middle, and I only have 2 holes. And we've done, if you will note, 3 holes to bind it to the book. So what do we have to do? We have to punch 3 new holes. Oh well, it'll be secure. It'll be fine. In a way, I kind of like that idea. It's going to have more string inside the middle, but it'll hold it down there good. And the signatures are bound to only themselves, not relying on the signature being bound only one time to the spine, which you can do that too. You can bind your signatures at the same time when you're attaching them to your spine, or like I've done here, create your signatures and then attach them later. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make myself a little template, just taking this magazine and ripping off a strip of paper, and I'm going to make a template of where the holes are spaced, because I don't know where to pierce the signatures. So I'm going to just feel for the holes and see, feely, feely. I'm just going to use the paper piercer. This is not going to be stuck in the book, this little scrap that I used. It's just to help me with lining it up inside the middle of the signature. Stay tuned, you'll see what I mean. Okay, so now we're going to use our template and line it up right in the middle of our spine. And using this piercer, I like this piercer, it just is really sharp and it's literally called a paper piercer. Got it 100 years ago at Paper Source, back when I started doing bookbinding. It was hanging off the edge, it bothered me. Okay. So now I'm just going to kind of line it up to where it looks even, but now you can see because I've got the 3 holes, I can just sort of play with it until I get it where I want it on the signature itself. So this is going to be the fun part, making sure I don't move the template. Ah. Okay. What? Too tall. Okay, I want it to be just the right size to fit inside my signature. Okay, here we go. Don't poke your finger, that would hurt. Ta-da! Pierced all the way through. Happiness. I need to make sure this stays on here somehow. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to hold it tight. Move it to the next hole. And poke it through. That was pretty easy. Holding the template. And poke it through right in the middle of the crease. Ta-da! And this, obviously, my pages are not all going to be all punched 3 times. It doesn't matter. They're secured because I did this 2 holes with the signature string inside. Does that make sense? When I bound the signature itself, I made sure all the pages were snug. Okay, I'm going to get my string and my beeswax. And I'm just using some, this is probably bookbinding string. I actually probably bought it strictly for bookbinding. 3 times the length of the spine. And now I'm going to run it through the beeswax. I got this super cheap beeswax. These are just the little bars. It comes from Amazon. The Amazon, you know, where they grow all the trees. Sometimes I think they named themselves Amazon after the forest. I just don't get it. Anyway, running the string through the wax to give it some smoothability. That's all I'm doing, and it's fun. Make sure I'm getting the whole thing waxed. You can do this with any kind of thread. You don't have to use bookbinding thread. You can use any kind of string you want to use. You can use embroidery floss. I don't recommend using sewing thread. It's a little thin. Use string. Okay, and I put it on my bookbinding needle, which is a special needle. It's got a really sharp point. Darning needles are not quite as sharp. This is a bookbinding needle. And I've already pre-punched all my holes, but it's okay. Just put the thread through the back because we want to tie it inside the middle of the signature. Now find our hole, feed it through. Don't pull the string all the way through yet because you're going to have to go up and down and through the rest of the holes. Okay. No. Actually, I want to start I think I want to start in the middle. Been a while since I've done this. Pause for brain activity. Oh yeah, okay. Up through the middle. Da, 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 da. Yes, okay, here we go. Sorry about that. Okay, through the middle. There's the needle. See, it's got a bigger eye, which is good for us blind folk. Okay, find the middle of our signature again. Ta-da. Okay. Up through the middle, poke it through. Come on. Pokey poke. There we go. And now pull it through. Very good. Because you got to go back through the middle twice. Now you can go either to the top or the bottom. It's up to you which you do first. I'm going to go through the bottom. All right, find the right hole. Make sure you get it through the right respective hole. We're working left to right here on our spine. Okay, so now see, I want to pull it tight. So now, even it out. Just pull your string to where it's kind of even. Okay. What the heck? Third tries a charm, right? I want the string on the inside. Okay, let's pretend none of that other stuff ever happened. Go in through the middle hole from the inside down through the top. You see, this is how we figure things out here. Gosh, I hope you're not going along with me and watch and learn and watch. Down through the middle hole. So the string is in the middle. You want the tails on the inside. Yes, it's all coming back to me now. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Back through the bottom. Gracious gravy. All right. Tighten yourself up down there. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull my string a little bit, but I'm going to go in through the bottom. No. Oh, I pulled it. I wanted my tail long enough to tie it when I'm done. Make sure you don't pull it out. Make sure you're going in the right hole. A lot of complications going on here now that we've remembered how to tie our strings. Oh, Lord. Sorry. I'm trying to see the back of the book. Okay, I got it. Okay, now I went through the top hole in the back of the book, top hole up through the top of the signature, and next time we'll have a clue, right? I don't know. I have short-term memory problems, so we could be wrong. Don't need to go back down through there. We'll just tie it off. I want it pretty snug. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Got plenty of string. That's what we want. plenty O string. Better to have too much and cut off excess than not enough and can't tie a knot. Okay, I'm just making a square knot here. Over one, right over left, left over right, whatever it is. Now I'm going to just trim it close. Ta-da! We have bound our first signature to the spine. Isn't that amazing? Oh, that was fun. That was quite a process, wasn't it? But it looks good. Okay. So, repeat. Repeat, repeat. Get more thread, string. 1, 2, 3. 3 lengths of the book. Snip. Run it through the beeswax. Just kind of hold it with my thumb and pull it through. Both directions 2 or 3 times. Just to make sure I get it all coated really good. You don't have to do this step, I just like to, because it's fun. And it does kind of make it slide through the paper a little bit easier. And it probably keeps the string from fraying over time too. Adds a little security to it. Alrighty. Now let's see if I can remember what I did once before. Maybe I should have thought about this before you started, Jill. My mother would say that to me. Hi, Mom. I don't know if she's even going to watch this. Probably not. Okay, there's our middle. Now remember, down through the middle. Oh, I don't have my holes punched. Okay, so gotta get my template. And is this gonna work? Yeah, it should, because they're even. All right, piercing the hole with my paper piercer. 1, holding the template steady. Don't want to move the template. Want our holes to line up. I could use a little piece of washi tape or something on the template if I wanted to, but we like to live on the edge. Walking on the edge. All right. Another nice thing about having my signatures pre-bound is my pages aren't going to be flying all over creation. They're stuck to one another where they belong. But that's okay. If you want to do the way where you bind your signatures as you're binding them to the spine, just use like a paper clamp of some sort and hold the pages all together with the clamp while you're doing this step. So just making sure I leave my tail in the middle of the signature. Did I pull too hard? Nope, not yet. I will though. Let's go through the top this time just because we're adventurous. Hello. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to punch you. Ha ha. Because it really doesn't make a difference if you go through the top or the bottom. Like I said, can't tell. All right. Get it through there. This middle signature page here is from one of my dogs' bark box. I used to do that subscription thing. They sent so many cute things. Okay, then down through the middle. Okay, so let's say this. Remember it this way. Start in the middle and you go down through the middle and up through the ends. See? That works. Down through the middle, up through the ends. Down through the middle, up through the ends. Try that. Memorize. That's how I have to memorize things. I'm terrible at memory. Obviously, I can't even remember what I've done from day to day. Okay, here we go. Up through the end, down through the middle, up through the end, down through the middle, up through the end. All right, make sure you left your enough tail because you're going to be knot tire here. And I suppose you could leave it in a pretty bow if you want. Oh, wait, it's a little loose. Got to snug them up. Snug them up. Just pull your tails and it'll snug everything up. Pull, pull. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you pull your tails. Okay. Which one is? Oh, great. I pulled it out of the signature. Good job, Jilly. Well, here we go, refeeding. Okay, I'm cheating. This is called cheating because remember we went down through the middle, but this is my tail end and I want it back up through there and I pulled it out. So I'm rethreading it through the middle. Down through the middle, up through the ends. Ignore that for this moment when I had to rethread it up through the middle. Rules are meant to be broken. Okay, that's nice and tight now. Okay, now we're going to tie it in a knot. If you want to leave it in a pretty bow, I still suggest tying a knot first. You want it as tight as you can possibly get it in the signature to hold the signature down to the spine. Okay, I'm just going to snip mine off. Guess what? How many fractionally are we done with? 2/3. Yay! Look at that. Looks pretty good. We're on our last one. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Up through the middle, down through the bottom. Top, no, what was it? Up through the middle, down through the ends. 3 lengths of string. 3, 1, 2, 3. Snip. All right, now for the fun waxing of our string. All right. Sometimes I do this when I'm making jewelry too. Depends on what I'm doing. I don't think I've done any jewelry videos yet. We'll have to do that. Alrighty. Good and waxed, good and waxed. It also kind of, sometimes, depending on the thread you use, makes it easier to thread the needle. Signature number 3. I tried to mix it up a little bit with the order of the pages. I used that page through everything though. Got my template tool. When I'm done with it, I'll just throw it away because I don't seem to ever do anything twice the same exact way, clearly. Okay, remember to get it right in the middle of the spine and pierce it through. Don't punch your finger. We don't want blood on our book. There, I'm just sort of creasing the template into the spine so I can make sure I'm right in the middle. I want it to lay nice and snug. All right. Ta-da! Now, what's our rule? Down through the middle. Oh, first shot. Good job. Leave enough tail. Don't want to lose your tail. Down through the middle. Down, down, down. Okay. Now, pull it and look inside how much tail you want to leave. And then you kind of hold on to it. Okay. Going down through the middle of the spine. And I pulled it through. Shall we do it again? Yes, that was review. That was just to review. Down through the middle. Look, when you're senile, you can do things like that. Okay. I will hold it with my thumb this time. Using our thumb tool, we shall hold. Gracious. Okay. Up through the end, going to the bottom this time. Up. Trying to, sorry, I don't think I quite got you on the camera there, but if I let go, I might drop things. So use your imagination, but I'm coming up through the bottom hole. Okay. Now, back down through the middle. Make sure we're in the right hole here. Don't go through the wrong hole. You'll be crooked and it'll look weird. I'm making this far more complicated than it actually is. There won't be a quiz. Ugh, okay. Much better. Holding on to our tail. I'm going to pull it back just a snutch. Okay. Up through the end, down through the middle, up through the end, down through the middle, up through the end. Okay. Through there, and then find the hole in the signature. We're almost done with this, guys. Yay! And then it's for the fun part. Then you can play with your pages. That'll be the next video. Okay. Get it snug, but don't pull your tail through. Hold on to the tail. Give it some resistance. Use the force, whatever it takes. Okay, we're done there. Be gone. Needle. Okay, get it nice and snug. Make your knot. Got a lot of string going on in this middle of my signatures here. That's all right. I think I'm going to cover them with washi tape. Just for the fun of it. You don't have to. But I think I will. Nice little knot. Pull it. I probably could have gotten that a little tighter, but that's okay. Once it's done, it's done. And looky here, folks. Ta-da! There we go. All 3 signatures. Flip through to make sure it works. It's not broken. Yay! It really wasn't so bad, was it? I just used all sorts of crazy papers. In fact, some of these pages I took just a plain piece like that one as a piece of copy paper that I just glued scraps onto. All right, what are we going to do here? We're going to tape the middle of my signature because I want to. I like this tape with the writing on it. I don't know where I got it. I've had it forever, but I think since it's a journal, it makes sense that I would use writing washi tape. All right, so I'm going to do that. I could glue it just so it would have a little extra stickum strength. We'll see how this works. Maybe my finger tool is strong enough to hold it down. Where's the next one? In the middle of this page. Stay. You could use different washi tape if you want to. Be more matchy-matchy to your paper if you want to. I just like this writing tape. And I got it on crooked. And if you want to glue it, Just use a glue stick. Run your washi tape along the top of your glue stick and then stick it down. But we're going to use our finger. Let's see. And just trim the top. All right. Trim the bottom. Very good. Pull it off your finger. There's two. Find the third one. I used all sorts of stuff in this. Magazine pages. There's another one that I made. Okay. Let's see if I can be a little better about this one. We don't want to waste our precious writing washi tape. Stick it on there. I love washi tape. Allows me to mess up. It just adds a little something. A little bit of strength. Hiding the fact that I used double stringing here. Ta-da! All done. Voila! Like the book said there. Did you see that page? All three signatures are done. Hello, Glory Bee. Glory Bee came to say hi. She's my puppy, my golden retriever. I breed golden retrievers too. Ooh, that's exciting. Anyway, one last thing. Got to put our Daffodils Galleria stamp. I'm going to do it in gold so it matches the heart. Probably won't be able to see it very well against the red, but that's okay. It's just for me anyway. So, stampy stamp. And can we see it? Like I said, not very well. Sorry. Oh, hold on, earthquake. Not really. I just bonked the camera. Put that away. And guess what? You are done. Trying to show you. Hard to see. Now, you can enjoy your book. Subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Check out part 3. Take care.
This is not just some temporary kind of fix. It's psychology. If you change up here, everything will fall into place. Visit new.com and change your life for good. I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now there's Skyrizi. Things are getting clearer. Yeah, I feel free.
Oops. Not work.
Achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. Of those, nearly 9 out of 10 sustained it through 1 year. And Skyrizi is 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Skyrizi may improve resistant infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or coughs, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine. State lawmakers in South Dakota urging the governor to try to reach an accord with 2 Native American Indian tribes that are persisting with highway checkpoints they say designed to keep the coronavirus off their reservations. South Dakota Governor Christy Miller joins us now to talk about the impasse. Governor, good to have you with us.
Oh, absolutely, Shannon. Thank you for having me on your show.
I want to read something from Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe Chairman Harold Frazier. He said they don't have an 8-bed a hospital facility. They don't have ICU. He's very worried about cases coming to the reservation. He says this to you about telling them to take down the checkpoints. You continuing to interfere in our efforts to do what science and facts dictate seriously undermine our ability to protect
years. The question is on U.S. Highways and also state highways, is that we have a situation where folks are concerned they can't travel through the reservation, that they aren't able to get essential services through, and we want to make sure we maintain access in case people do get sick, that we have the ability to get an ambulance there, that we have the ability to get trucks that have groceries and gas and supplies through. So we're continuing to work together to see if we can find a resolution that can ensure those kinds of essential services can get there, and that folks that live on tribal areas or have property there have the ability to go check on their property and to get home.
Are you hopeful that you're getting closer to that resolution?
Yeah, I hope so. We've been working on this for a number of weeks, for at least the last couple of months, trying to figure out a pathway forward. So, jurisdiction over U.S. highways and state highways going through tribal areas is with the federal government. And what the federal government and BIA has told the tribes is to work with the state government to come up with a resolution. And so we're hopeful we can get there.
In the meantime, you've had plenty of critics who thought you should have taken a firmer hand, a shutdown, a lockdown there in South Dakota, and you've talked repeatedly about how you trust the people of South Dakota, that your cases are relatively limited other than a hotspot or two there. The AP in a piece seems to hint that what you're doing is trying to suck up to the Trump administration. A resume for future office, the virus-tested GOP governor, says that it's drawing criticism even from Republicans in her solidly red state, who say she's been slow to lead the response and seems focused on climbing the political ladder. They worry, along with health experts, that the fallout from her decisions hasn't yet been felt. So update us there tonight with how things are going, and are you worried about a curve that will show up at some point that proves your decision wrong?
I've just trusted our people, and frankly, the political attacks are getting predictable and boring. I think overwhelmingly the people of South Dakota knew that I trusted them to make the right decisions, that I gave them strong guidance on what they could do to protect their families in this pandemic, and that we were taking it very seriously. And I think so far we've done incredibly well. We did not mandate that any businesses close. We gave our employers an opportunity to protect their employees and their customers and still make sure that they were putting food on the table. Yet also we have probably the lowest death rate per positive case in the nation. We also have the least amount of job losses when it comes to our workforce. So, we're doing well. The people tell me every day that they understand our state motto. It's under God the people rule, and that they didn't want a leader to come in and universally demand that they do things or face punishment, that they could be trusted, they would take personal responsibility, and overwhelmingly it worked. We bent our curve by 75%, and we have a plan now where we can take care of folks, and we're focused on making sure that our healthcare systems are ready for that should it be necessary.
Well, we know that there were a number of residents and citizens of your state there who were so appreciative. We were kind of chuckling about it, but they threw you a parade where a lot of governors these days are getting protests at the state house and those kinds of things. Your residents, at least part of them, seem very appreciative for the approach that you've taken. And we will continue to watch and see how things play out there in South Dakota. Governor, thank you for being with us.
Oh, thank you, Shannon. I appreciate it.
Well, a new complication for Joe Biden tonight. Tara Reade's lawyer, she's the woman accusing him of sexual assault in 1993, is renewing calls to see his Senate papers housed at the University of Delaware. Correspondent Jackie Heinrich is tracking the story for us tonight. Good evening, Jackie.
Good evening, Shannon. Well, in a push to shore up Tara Reade's claims, her attorney Douglas Wigder sent 2 scathing letters today as Biden tries to turn the focus to policy. Tara Reade's attorney is calling on former Vice President Joe Biden to immediately authorize a search of his sealed Senate records being held by the University of Delaware. Reade wants to know if they contain her sexual harassment claim against Biden's office, which she says she filed after Biden allegedly assaulted her in 1993. Biden denies the allegations. The second letter essentially accuses the Senate secretary of bending the law to avoid releasing details around Reade's alleged harassment complaint. Both Biden and Reade have called for its release, but the Senate secretary says the law prohibits even the disclosure of whether one exists. Reade's attorney said this begs the question, whose confidentiality is being protected by the secretary's refusal to disclose Ms. Reade's request for counseling? Meantime, Biden is directing the focus to policy, an attack ad running in 6 battleground states, hitting President Trump hard on coronavirus, and also releasing an op-ed accusing President Trump of dividing Americans, writing, he hopes to split the country into dueling camps, casting Democrats as doomsayers, hoping to keep America grounded, and Republicans as freedom fighters trying to liberate the economy. President Trump sought to undercut Biden's narrative, tweeting, we are getting great marks for the handling of the coronavirus pandemic, especially the very early ban of people from China, the infectious source, entering the USA. Compare that to the Obama Sleepy Joe disaster known as H1N1 swine flu. Poor marks, bad polls, didn't have a clue. But Biden's responding by drawing up visions of an FDR-style presidency with big initiatives for climate change, healthcare, and jobs.
Call it America 2.0, call it the Great Rebuild. It called the New Marshall Plan.
Now, dogging Biden's campaign are calls to release his Senate records for evidence of Tara Reade's complaint, but her attorney said today that process never progressed past the request for counseling, the intake form. And Senate rules show at that stage, Biden's office would not have been informed. The sharing of documents would have been prohibited, casting doubt on a copy existing in his Delaware records. Shannon.
Doug Cameron, thank you very much. New information tonight in the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia. An autopsy reveals that the Department of Justice is now looking at the possibility of bringing hate crime charges against the father and son accused of murdering Arbery. Correspondent Garrett Tenney has the very latest for us tonight. Good evening, Garrett.
Hey, Shannon. The Justice Department is now considering looking into how local prosecutors initially handled this investigation. Georgia's Attorney General reassigned the case to a suburban Atlanta district attorney who is now the 4th DA to handle the case. The first two recused themselves due to their ties to one of the alleged shooters, 64-year-old Gregory McMichael, a former investigator for the Brunswick District Attorney's Office. And the third only filed charges after the Georgia Bureau of Investigation got involved, following the release of cell phone video apparently showing 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery's death. The GBI is piecing together a timeline of events, and now security camera video has surfaced which apparently shows Arbery minutes before his death briefly enter construction site near Travis McMichael's home. Lawyers for Arbery's family say what followed was the unjustifiable execution of an unarmed young black man in broad daylight, and they are urging the special prosecutor to be zealous in her search for justice. President Trump weighed in on the case again.
I think it's horrible, and it's certainly being looked at by many people. I'm speaking to many people about it.
Atlanta's mayor appeared to partially blame President Trump for Ahmaud's death this weekend.
With the rhetoric that we hear coming out of the White House, in so many ways, I think that many who are prone to being racist are given permission to do it in an overt way that we otherwise would not see in 2020.
McMichael and his 34-year-old son have been charged with aggravated assault and murder. They face a minimum sentence of life in prison if convicted. Shannon?
Garrett Tenney, thank you very much. Well, an apology tonight after NBC admits editing Attorney General Barr in a way that was not fair or accurate. Fox News senior political analyst Rick Hume weighs in next.
Super Average just about sleeps in her cave, but when we realized she was battling sensitive skin, we switched to New Tide Plus Downy Free. It's gentle on her skin, and dermatologists recommended. New Tide Plus Plus Downy Free. Safe for sensitive skin with eczema and psoriasis. You have one of the legendary VR.
that my story is going to bring inspiration and hope to everyone. By the time you're done reading my book, you will believe that with God, all things are possible.
Mike spent the last 7 years writing his book to share his life story. In this difficult time we are in, Mike's book will bring much needed inspiration and hope to everyone who reads it.
But now the game was over. The house had won. I was going to die right here on this deserted street. A small item in the news. American tourist goes missing in Mexico.
Call now or visit MyPillow.com to purchase What Are the Odds from crack addict to CEO. Enter the promo code and you'll receive free shipping. Mike will also include a free $25 MyPillow gift card. Mike shares his incredible story of addiction, divine intervention, and hope. In his new memoir, What Are the Odds from crack addict to CEO, learn how Mike's 14 near-death experiences and heavy crack addiction led him from a place of total darkness into the light. Mike's personal stories of transformation remind us that with faith, all things are possible. Call now or visit MyPillow.com to purchase What Are the Odds from crack addict to CEO. Enter the promo code and you'll receive free shipping. Mike will also include a free $25 MyPillow gift card.
For effective relief from arthritis pain, try Australian Dream Arthritis Pain Relief Cream. With the FDA-approved active ingredient, histamine dihydrochloride, Australian Dream is real medicine that penetrates deep into your painful muscles and joints. No odor, no burning, non-greasy. And only Australian Dream has the empty jar guarantee. Use the whole jar. Return it for a full refund. You can find Australian Dream now at your favorite retailer.
Though challenges surround us, life still goes on. There's still time to dream, still plans to be made. And if you're retiring soon, still deadlines to be met. We talk with people every day who need to replace their employer benefits when they retire. We can answer your questions too, so you can feel good about the decisions you make. For a retirement benefits checklist, visit us online or call Physicians Mutual Insurance Company today.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
NBC is apologizing after Meet the Press aired an edited clip of Attorney General Bill Barr discussing the Michael Flynn case.
Well, history's written by the winner, so it largely depends on who's writing the history.
I was struck, Peggy, by the cynicism of the answer. It's a correct answer, but he's the Attorney General. He didn't make the case that he was upholding the rule of law. He was almost admitting that, yeah, this is a political job.
So here is what Barr said with the full context.
Well, history's written by the winner, so it largely depends on who's writing the history. But I think a fair history would say it was a good decision because it upheld the rule of law.
Oh.
Meet the Press has apologized in a tweet for the edits, admitting that the clip Todd played was, quote, inadvertently and inaccurately cut short. Well, that wasn't the only media controversy this weekend, so let's talk about them all. With Fox News senior political analyst, breaking good cheese tonight, Britt. All right, so you give NBC coverage there. They admit to the mistake. They have owned it, and we see the full context.
Well, not quite. Not quite. That wasn't quite a correction. And I went on NBC's website last night to check the transcript, which is, after all, the enduring record of a show like Meet the Press. And I went through the transcript, and as I looked at it last night, not a mention of the fact that this was a very, very deceptively edited clip. Nothing reflecting what they said in that tweet. So, as far as we can tell, they posted a sort of semi-apology on Twitter, admitted they were wrong, I guess, but that was it. So, I give them a 50 on that.
I was going to talk to you about this interesting note. The Washington Post is talking about the inner workings of the task force, what's gone on at the White House, all of these conversations, and they quote Dr. indicated some frustration with the CDC.
Well, and I think there's some reason for that because, the CDC was a little bit slow off the mark here to begin with. And its regulations frustrated some of the original work on this disease, testing and so on. And, you look at there's a lot who dies with coronavirus as having died from it, whether coronavirus was the cause of death or not. That can lead you to inflated case totals. And obviously, if you're Dr. Birx and you're trying to, make policy based on the data, that's going to frustrate your effort in a serious way. So, I mean, that's just one example I can think of the kind of thing that might concern her. It certainly would if I were she.
Well, and there is now a spin-off conversation from that about lockdown deaths or suicides or drug overdoses, those kinds of things. People in despair over economic poverty and these things that are looming. What do you make of that